you don't have like a guilty food, Shane. If anything, your guilty food would be like beer or cocktails.
Cocktails.
I don't know.
I think I'm a decent liar, which is not a good characteristic to have.
What's that?
Ben like thinks I don't support this channel.
She told me put my heart in the bag and nobody gets hurt.
Maybe I'm just jaded, but I think rap in the last 5 years has not been as good. I think it's been awful. The reason the Civil War started, weak leadership with presidents, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, like historians would call it like kicking the can down the road. The issue of slavery and the South seceding, it was inevitable. That's a very interesting thing you bring up, because when Abraham Lincoln got inaugurated to his first term, he said in his opening statements, "I'm not going to take the slaves away from the South." He said that. And they still seceded at one point in time. It's the worst thing in American history. That or 9/11. Those two, I'd say slavery's 1, 9/11's 2.
What's up, guys? This is The Last House on the Left. This is where I chop it up with my friends, kill time, speak what's on my mind. Merry Christmas. I think this is coming out like right before Christmas, I think. I have this podcast and one other one to reach my goal of doing 3 podcasts every month, which I was like super excited about. I had one month, I think it was February, where I only did 2 episodes, but I made up for it. Or I think it was in March, it was 2 episodes, but I made up for it with 4 in April. But my old guest is back. Shane, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
Thank you for the gift. Like, for those who don't know. Well, also, I shouldn't say thank you for the gift. I first should say happy birthday.
Thank you, dude.
How do you
feel
being 28?
It's good to hear that from some people. I'm just kidding.
I just clipped the shit out of the mic.
No. How do I feel being 28? Not good. Existential crisis. I mean, dude, I got 2 years.
Is it Monday morning or a midlife crisis?
There you go. 2 years, dude, with a two in my age. That's all I got left. Like, think about it, dude. We were just like 22, kicking it.
What were we doing at 22? Because you were at Riv, right?
No, we were being dumb, just like present day. So
yeah,
nothing's changed.
Hopefully, a little bit more money in the bank.
That's true
for some of us. But yeah, man.
And I hate those people that say like, "Oh, 30s is the new wave." It's like that's what you just tell yourself to make yourself feel better.
I know, right?
Like it's getting older is never good.
Yeah, they have the saying where it's like, the phrase that's coming to my mind is like, orange is the new black, and like 30 is the new 40.
The new 20.
I don't.
It's not though. It sucks.
I don't know. But Shane gave me a great birthday present for any golfers.
No, birthday, Christmas present.
What did I say? Birthday?
You said birthday.
Yeah, jeez.
Because me and Ben might be going on a Florida golf trip.
That'd be so sick,
in
man.
February, so I want him to use these.
And I don't like go on like trips.
We never do.
I mean,
we always play New England golf. That's why it'd be so cool.
Right, and for people that don't know, like these balls, these are Callaway Chrome Tours. But these are like super nice ones. So the triple tracks are like, they're basically golf balls that have like some type of velocity.
We don't understand the technology.
Yeah, what am I talking about?
So I'm handicappers.
Freaking move on from
Do you guys watch the golf video? That should tell you everything.
We're actually, the golf video's doing good, dude. It's been like 9 days. We got like 75 views. And for having like 0 subscribers, like I was really thinking earlier where I'm like, I put a lot of effort into this, a lot of hours. I'm like, I should have more subscribers. So I'm trying to figure that out. Like,
no, but we'll keep those up, right? Next golf season.
Yes. So for anyone that watched that, we are going to do a lot more. I was using an app that's called like Ace Tracer or something like that. And that's how we could add all the tracers. And they're not like perfect, but you always hear about with YouTube golf, like how do you add all the tracers? For anyone that doesn't know what a tracer is, it's when you hit the ball and these phones like can't really pick them up. They're iPhone 11s, but I was thinking at some point, who knows what I'll do with getting a GoPro or something and have like GoPro in the
dude, but like let's start with like that being your first golf video with the edits and everything. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like no seriously, you gotta like give yourself props because
it was funny. We had I can't believe we're fun. I can't believe we're entertaining.
Me and Ben watch so much golf YouTube. So we thought it would be fun. End of season, no one was on the course. We got our other friend Robert to play. He played like dog We all did.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I played terrible.
Sorry, Robert. But
no, it was fun. And I know recently it feels like I'm becoming a content creator. I don't want to say that. When people ask me like, "Oh, you have a podcast or whatever," like shout out to Rick if you're watching this, Pickle Rick. Hopefully a future guest.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah, a stellar golfer and everything. But whatever. Long story short, it's super fun. It's just fun making videos with your friends. I wish I could have done it when I was younger, because I would do a couple. We would do the Shakespeare ones.
We had a couple.
Like the Shakespeare
ones.
festivals. Yeah. And I always loved doing it. Like I liked film. Scott always liked film. One of our friends. But it's just weird. Like even if you want to make a movie, well, it's easier to make movies now because you can film some shorts and movies on iPhones.
And they're making like all the apps to edit. They're making it easier. Like iMovie. Like even me and you can do that.
And yeah, and I do this with iMovie. If I eventually want to move up even more, I'll get like Adobe Premiere. It's just like it's got to be like
That's
an
probably
investment.
a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
Right?
So right now, I'll show you. Remind me this to show you this later. This website where I get all like the music and some of the. Recently, guys, if you've been following the podcast, I'm trying to do trailers and like adding more like a little bit of video in there. So like say take my podcast with Josh Winans. Like I added like some are like AI videos, some are just like stuff free royalty, basically content that I can pull off and make like an interesting trailer. Because I'm like, if you don't have a trailer or whatever, or if you don't have clips, then how are people going to actually know or want to click on? Even like good friends of ours that are like, well, this episode could suck or whatever.
Yeah, but that's why you started doing the TikTok shorts. Those are like super Instagram and TikTok shorts, because the modern generation's attention span is so bad. So like if they get like a glimpse of it, they might want to watch more, you know? But like if you just give them like a 2-minute video on Instagram, they're like, I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna like. I fall into like that category.
Doom scrolling.
The doom scrolling.
Yeah,
like, it's killed us. But,
but we did a couple of good numbers for anyone who was curious and isn't on the. Like I said, I'm gonna have I have a certain slide basically that I throw into the video that like shows like, hey, follow me on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and whatever. But we had a couple good ones that went off on TikTok. We had one that was 35K, another one was 25. They were both the 9/11 ones. One clip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
You didn't send me that.
Oh, do you follow me on TikTok? You should. Maybe you don't.
I think I don't.
Oh, that's tough.
I will,
tough.
I will.
This is what, your 6th appearance? 2 9/11s. Yeah. You were episode 7.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This
Bunker Boys.
But this is the first
2 Bunker Boys. So this is your 6th.
This is the first podcast in a while that it's like free balling. It's not like there's not a specific topic.
Wait till we get to Israel,
because we had. Well, I know, but like
I'm just kidding.
The last few episodes I've been on, it's been like specifically one topic. Like Iran, we did 9/11, we did Kennedy. So like it's.
Oh, dude, no, then this is not your 6th episode. Do all the math. You were episode 7, both of the Kennedys.
Yep.
Both of 9/11, and then Bunker Boys.
What did we do for Bunker Boys? What did we talk about?
Well, we talked about the election, remember?
Oh, yeah.
But now that I think about it, it's pretty like spaced out. And like I said, I have no problem repeating people. It's just I don't want to be repetitive every single time for certain. For certain audiences, because like I want to get new guests and whatever, but also because I'm so new to this, I'm like, I don't know. I want to have like questions and topics prepared and stuff, but also depending upon the person, it's good to just wing it. Like, soon. I think next year I'm going to do less episodes, but I'm going to put more time into each one. So I'm not going to do 3 a month. I mean, it just depends upon who wants to come in and who I can get to come in, whatever. But even like Kylie, right? Kylie wanted to come back on, but I think just like, cause it's, it's super hard to get anyone to schedule in December, which makes plenty of sense. But, anyways, also thank you for saving my weekend, because that was going nowhere fast. I didn't do anything last night. I was just stuck on YouTube. I was telling you, I texted you this yesterday. Like, we'll get to it in a little while, but my algorithm is just all like Charlie Kirk is killed by Israel, and I'm like, there's a lot there, but I'm like, I don't even, whatever.
Yeah, there's a fine line of like over consuming media.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to that point too. Everyone is.
No, I'm just saying, like, we'll get to it later, but I don't think I have Israel. I'm super critical of stuff, but I'm just like, some of this stuff is too out there for my taste. And I'm like, I don't even follow. Like, I have 2 Instagram accounts that are both on my phone. There's my personal and then the Last House on the Left one, which is I always forget to switch on and off. So sometimes I'll reply to someone or like a video on the actual podcast account. But anyways, besides that, I wasn't doing anything but like scrolling YouTube, and then I'm like, are there any good movies out? And then I started like around like 9 p.m. that I was gonna. They made a new Knives Out movie on Netflix, and I started to fall asleep. So then I like went up. Whatever. This is the boringest story ever. But I went to go to bed, and right when I started the movie, and I just fell asleep, and that was that.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't gonna do jack today.
Ben has this new job, so he's getting up at 5 a.m. This dude can't hang on the weekends.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, dude.
4:30 and 4:45.
Did you pop a 5-hour energy?
Yeah, I popped it like probably 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because we might do something else with one of our friends.
Yeah.
But I
no,
was
that's
like,
good.
Holy cow.
But I don't blame him. If I had to get up at 5, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, like, I'm not good in the morning. Even like, I work mostly from home, and I'll have like meetings in the morning, and I'm just like, don't want to talk. Like, people will call on me. I'm like, oh, just shut up. I can't do this.
What is like how long does it take you to actually wake up? Like, do you have to have coffee?
Coffee, dude. First thing.
Yeah.
First thing. But the thing is, I don't eat breakfast in the morning. A lot of people.
I don't either, dude. I don't eat till 12 or 1.
A lot of people like need breakfast to recharge them. I'll get up, just straight coffee, some water.
But like, do you not like piss all the time?
I do.
Well, you're at home, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I go into all these buildings which have like, public bathrooms and stuff. But dude, Dunkin's 2 hours and it's happening, So I don't know.
Yeah, because you get like the large ones.
I know I don't get large iced coffees. I don't. I get medium iced extra.
We gotta change that, don't we?
Yeah, that's not really.
Well, the thing is, people naturally don't like the taste of coffee because it is bitter. You have to like put yourself through the pain. Because I drink it. There's a couple of people who drink it black, right? Like Ryan, he told me.
You don't drink it black?
I drink it black. That's what I'm saying. So you have to like get past that point.
Oh.
Because think about it. The amount of coffee I drink, if I'm dumping sugar and cream in that every day, like, I'm going to get fat.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, you don't have like a guilty food, Shane. If anything, your guilty food would be like beer or cocktails. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. I've never, dude, you've known me since high school. Remember my frame in high school? Like, I've just never been an eater. Back in the day in high school.
What's that like?
Back in the day in high school, I remember I would have one meal a day. I swear to God.
What, like at like 3 or 4 p.m.?
3 or 4 p.m. I'd go to school. I wouldn't eat breakfast. Nothing.
You wouldn't eat at school either?
Wouldn't eat the school lunches because the school lunches at public school lunches are the worst thing.
Michelle Obama wasn't doing you any favors?
Dude, it's like cardboard pizza and milk cartons and they're calling it a day. It's terrible. So I wouldn't eat that garbage. I would hold out until school. Actually, that's not true because I went to Milford High School. We had like bake sales, and I used to love that stuff, like cookies and brownies. So I would get that. That would be like half of a meal.
Yeah.
And then my mom would make something, and that'd be dinner. And
Did you have a Mountain Dew phase, by the way?
Oh yeah,
you did. Okay, you did. I thought,
yeah, Mountain Dew and like playing video games.
Yeah,
like
bruschetta.
Oh yeah,
Slavery FIFA.
Dude, at Dan's house, like we look at the diet we would have at Dan's house, dude. Like,
that was impressive, bro. Sometimes I would just like go into their kitchen if it was either late at night or in the morning, and we didn't go somewhere to get because getting Dunkin's or whatever was like a big thing, like spending $10. Well, actually, Dunkin's was probably like $7 or $8 at that point.
Right.
Now they're like, a $6 meal deal, but I can't. Yeah, I love breakfast food though, man. I love getting it. I love getting it. I love a good sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich.
After a night of drinking, Ben, first thing he's thinking about in the morning.
Oh, I love it.
Is getting breakfast.
Yeah, literally. It's just.
I mean, I don't blame you because it does. Part of it is like, it's gonna help you. After like a night of drinking, it's gonna.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't get hungover, but.
Yeah, and that really pisses me off that he doesn't because if I'm hungover, Yeah, and that really pisses me off that he doesn't. Because if I'm hungover,
Well, Shane,
Ben's
if you were 300 pounds,
Ben's
you
gonna
could
throw it in my
you
face.
could drink. You could drink the ocean, dude, and you'd be fine. So
I know, but I don't get it still.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, so we got some stuff to get to. Like I said, I got some like fun topics to throw at Shane, and then I wanted Shane to be here to react to a couple like recent events and stuff. I did want to say one quick thing though. So we oftentimes, this is a little bit of a toss-up. Mention it on the pod, but so being 28, like partying's a no-go anymore, right?
Yeah,
going out.
Like define partying.
Well, I'm not
because
we're not crazy. We like to go. I would say going out then, because partying is like not. Well, one, there's a stigma with it, but also like
we just talked about this. Like, I think we're getting to the point where it's like it's getting old partying.
It's not fun.
If we do the same thing, like if we go out in Manchester, it's not it anymore. But
yeah, we keep saying Portsmouth and Dover.
But say like for example, like the freaking the Christmas party we just went to. We had some fun there, and that was awesome.
Oh, like, yeah. Shout out to Dan Toms.
Like, stuff like that, when you're 28 and older, is, like, it's fun and cool. But, like, if you're doing the same stuff that college kids are doing, that's where you need to
Well, here's a great question.
rethink your life. So, yeah.
Here's a great question. What's the cutoff age for Snapchat?
But the reason I use...
28's pushing it, man.
I
like sending the voice notes now. Those are nice.
Yeah,
I've always liked calling people, even back in the day.
It depends what you're using Snapchat for, because I use it to text like you and a couple other people. I don't use it to post stories or do like
think about all of our friends.
And stuff.
None of our friends post. I can mention 10 of our friends.
Well, we do Instagram stories now. That's what it's moved to.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's more the move.
Fine, yeah.
But yeah, it's like even if you like you go on a dating apps, like what you give a girl a Snapchat, you're like,
well, there's
ooh.
like.
Also, by the way, really quickly, I was talking about this last week with Renata and Allie. We're Gen Z. Or wait, you're 97, right?
97.
I forget when the cutoff is some point in 97, but I'm technically Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z
being
too.
98.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't care.
I thought we were
I don't
millennials.
even look into that, dude. We're like all the same.
But I was telling,
we're all the same.
I think I told the girls this too, though. I think we were the last generation. Like, Mom would whistle for me to come home when it was dinner time in the neighborhood, literally. And if I missed the whistle... Like, when do you hear that?
My parents didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, also, I didn't get a phone till I
didn't get a phone till...
I didn't.
That's true. Okay, that's...
13.
Ben, that's a good point. Kids these days are getting iPhones in elementary school.
That's rots your brain.
That's
dude.
unheard of.
Do you know that in Australia, they actually... they cut off... I should make sure I get this right. But they're cutting off social media until 16. Let me look this up real quick.
And that is something... Even though it looks on paper like totalitarian and communism, but it's like legit.
Here we go.
It could be helpful. Don't you agree? Like,
oh, I'm not disagreeing with it at all. I said Australia. Oh, here we go, guys. This is just
also,
AI overview.
guys, I have to preface: Australia did some shady stuff during COVID, like tackling people on the street and imprisoning them for breaking curfew. So I'm not saying
really. I didn't know
you
that.
Didn't know that about Australia?
I know some of the stuff going on in the UK right now.
They were very hands-on during COVID.
Yeah, so just a quick summary, guys, of what I just pulled up on, AI overview. Once again, take it as it is because it's just, like I said, it's AI. But Australia implemented a major social media ban for under 16-year-olds effective December 10th, 2025, requiring platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to block underage users or face massive fines, aiming to curb online harms like cyberbullying and mental health issues, though teens are already finding ways around it with new VPNs and new accounts. Yeah, blah 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 blah. So it's kind of interesting.
That's how dependent we are.
If you have kids, what age will you give a phone for them? Because you kind of needed it when you were starting to play high school ball and travel and all that stuff, right? Or was it before that? What age did you say you got a phone? Like
I got a
14?
phone.
Did you get an iPhone first?
Is 14? Is that 6th grade or is that 7th grade?
No, because think about it.
No, that's 8th grade.
15, 16, 17, 18.
That's high school. Yeah, so 14 is 8th grade. I got a phone. Yeah, I got a phone when I was 14. But I got one of those flip phones that you could only text with.
Hell yeah, dude. I remember I would do that a lot. And I would get so excited when I would get a text.
I would too. Because it was fun typing in that. It was like click, click, click.
But you couldn't hide it because you'd be like,
I
if
know.
it was under the table.
I know.
It would make noise. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I would try and get like girls' numbers and shit with that.
Oh, funny times.
And that's
man.
like, but that's the thing though. Like that having that phone, I don't think it messed with me mentally as much as like these iPhones and iPads are messing with these younger kids.
Yeah,
nowadays.
if you have a strong mind, like it's not going to affect you that much. But if you're soft or overly emotional and empathetic like myself, you're
and don't you ever think about this, Ben? Like, don't you ever want to like? I know this is cliche and like weird, but like disconnect fully from your phone, your computer.
A couple times when in the summer when I would go on these big camping trips, like this place Cape Ann, I might have mentioned a while back, that I would actually the last couple times I wouldn't bring a phone, which was nice.
See, that's like that's
we should do it at some point. I mean, not on a golf trip.
I need to do it because I work on a computer, so I need like a week off from like everything. Don't bring my phone somewhere. Go out in nature because I feel like that would be very helpful.
Well, even on a ski trip, you could do that.
I could do that on a ski trip, yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm like
you find the right people to go on a ski trip. Most of our boys probably won't ski, but I don't know. So cool. Let's jump into a couple quick fires I thought we could do. Really quick. Well, I guess this is a question as well. So if you have kids, like when are you going to let them have a phone?
I don't know. I feel like that would be out of my hands to a degree. Because
so, you're going to be
not what, but like I feel like I'd give in easy because the kids would be like, oh, all my friends have phones and all this stuff, and I would be like, all right, whatever. But I think you got to lay some ground rules, right? Like if you notice one of your kids is like constantly on it, at the dinner table, stuff like that. And I know I'm not like super old fashioned with stuff like that, but you kind of have to enforce that if you want like a healthy kid, I think.
Yeah, true.
Because my parents would do it. Obviously, your parents did it too, right? Like no phones past a certain time, stuff like that. And we rebelled during when it was happening, but I think it was definitely a good thing. And that's what we don't understand. Like our parents, they try to do the best for you and like have your...
Yeah, you just don't understand.
You don't understand it because you rebel and you're a teenager and you're tough to deal with. Actually, I wasn't bad, but I could have been bad.
Yeah, well, this sounds corny as hell, but I had a couple friends that would like rebel a lot against their parents, and for me, and even actually now, like I said, I'm back at my parents' house for a little while, until I find another roommate or someone who wants to like have a place let me frickin' sleep on the couch. Just kidding.
Were you looking at me?
No, because your couch gives me back problems. Because I fall
we need a
inside
new
it.
couch so bad.
Yeah, make that happen, man.
I know. They're like $700 though.
Yeah,
nice ones.
Yeah, and that's being paid one way through one person. I just lost. I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
We're leaving that in too.
All right, fine. What was the last thing we were talking about? It was something about
parenting and how our parents were hard.
Yeah, I didn't think that like, I won't name. Like, I just had a couple friends where they would fight with their parents. I'm like, that seems like kind of like exhausting and just not cool. So I'm like, if I respect their wishes and I do my own thing, not my own thing on the side, but I'm like, when I'm older, they'll respect me. And then even when it comes to stuff like going out or even drinking when I was like whatever,
right?
Like it's not, or like I just didn't. I thought it was just even with my sisters, they would like unnecessarily rebel. I'm like, this is just a headache.
Right.
Like you have to live here for a certain amount of time, so you might as well fall in line for another year.
Right. They were just trying to keep you safe. That's all it was. And we didn't see that at the time. Like I didn't see that. There was a couple times like I wanted to go out and do stuff when I was younger. And my mom or dad didn't want me to. And I still did it. And I got in trouble. And then I'm like, why am I getting in trouble? I'm like...
Any good stories or no?
Yeah, I have a couple. I mean, when I was...
I saw someone's hand that they wanted to hear a story. I saw one over there.
Oh, of course they do. They want to...
Just give us one story,
They want
Shane.
the soup, dude.
Give us one little Greska tale.
Well, I had a friend in high school who like we would hang out and there was like there was kind of a stigma of what we were doing. Even if we weren't doing anything, there was a stigma. And my parents, specifically my dad, caught on to it. And there was a couple times he would just like text me. He's like, "What are you doing? Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh,
yeah." And your dad's not a hard ass.
he's not a hard ass,
The opposite.
right?" And he had
Shout out Jeff.
my dad had like a rougher upbringing with his parents.
Turned out great though.
He
Just
turned
like
out
my
great.
mom.
Yeah.
Rough upbringing turned out.
But he's always done his best. He's like a great dad. But there's a couple times he would text me, and me being slightly rebellious would either lie where I was or.
Were you at least a good liar or no?
I think so. I think I'm a decent liar, which is not a good characteristic to have. But yeah, and it turned out how it always turns out when you're younger. You get grounded, and you flip out.
That's fair.
Many people can relate to that, I imagine.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. This is a random question, like super random. So we'll try to get through these semi-rapid fire, and we'll go from there. What did you have any like crazy childhood dreams that you ever wanted to achieve, or that's still like in the back of your mind? Like, I'd love to do X, Y, and Z.
Oh, good question.
Because like most people know, like you have for people that don't know, like you have a solid place in Manchester.
Yeah.
And you have like a lot of time, like a lot of space to yourself and whatever.
Yeah.
Good.
But when I was younger,
You can golf every weekend if you want to.
That's true. My dreams were like more athletically, and like that. It was weird because when I was younger, I was super into basketball and I loved it. And there was a period I was very into baseball, and then I broke my leg.
That was interesting. Yeah. Broke your leg when you were a kid.
Broke it.
Your worst injury,
Broke it
right?
really badly.
That was your worst injury, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, by far. So those, when I was younger, those were always like dreams I would have. But like when you're barely 6 feet, you're white, and you're from New England.
Dude, you're 6'1" and you can dunk.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
That's true.
Like think about, dude. Even think about like an average D2 player.
You easily could have played on Riviera.
I know, but I know. The thing is, I didn't have.
Sorry, Josh, listening. I'll blur out the last
like for some weird reason I didn't have the motivation to do it.
Yeah, because you got addicted to the gym.
Yes,
and then
yes.
your shoulders got so big you effed up your jump shot.
That's the thing.
You're like Dwight Howard.
When I got to college,
That's why you can't shoot free throws.
When I got to college, like it might have been in the back of my mind to like try and go walk on the Riv, but I started like working out, and I became friends with a bunch of guys who loved the gym. And like that's that's what I just like more, and I know I still like every now and then I want to go play basketball, shoot hoops. It's still fun.
Yeah.
I think I just lost like a competitive side to it.
Yeah.
Which happens.
And now you put all your anger into the gym.
Yep.
That's how you deal with your mental health and if you have any of those issues.
But to that point, I think if you get like a good group for a men's league, I think that's completely fun.
Yeah.
It's just tough to do because Ben, obviously, he's had a knee problem for the last. His knee is really messed up. Like he tore his ACL. We want to get him back. There's a couple others I really like playing with from Milford. It's just tough though because scheduling and I work late hours.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying when I feel like we're becoming a little too adultish. Me or some of my other friends were like, "Oh well, like really during the week I try not to do much at night, or if I do, I'm like, oh, let's get dinner at like 5:30 or whatever." That's only because of it's hard for me to like I get in bed or I hang in my room around like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And if I got stuff to do, I'll make it happen, but it's just I need sleep like 5 hours.
We're just tired, dude. Like working 9 to 5 is it's tiring.
Dude, that's
even
why
I sit on my ass all day. I get mentally exhausted.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that I was like, not that you didn't understand it, but I was like, FedEx, dude, like an average shift I would do at FedEx would be 10 hours, and it'd be physical as hell, and you're driving, so you're like this all day, checking all the mirrors, or maybe you're not.
Well, and Ben's texting and driving. That's I guarantee you to.
I don't know.
I have proof of that many times.
Well,
Don't fall.
I don't know how to
Andrew.
respond to this. We're gonna move on. What best 5 movies you've ever seen?
Oh, that's a great question. I've always
I know the format's a little weird. But
I
we'll get through it.
always love Tarantino. So, Inglourious Bastards, 100% on there. Django Unchained is on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I remember we've talked about movies before, but I don't think we ever gave top 5s before.
Yeah. No, that's it. It's
So
honest.
Django would be what number 4, and then number 5 would be
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious?
So you want me to go in order? I'll go
If
in
you
order.
have them in order.
Yeah. I think Inglourious Bastards is one, just because I love history, and when you mix like history with like a good presented movie, it's gonna get me. Even though it's not like Inglourious Bastards is not historically accurate,
It's like historical
but it
fiction.
applies like the Nazis, for example. So like I kind of like that format, and like the crazed violence is pretty
the
good.
over the top. Because even if people, I mean, I could pull it up, but there's this one reporter that's asking Tarantino, like, why are your movies so violent and over the top and whatever? And then he goes, because it's fun, Jan. You know? Add your other 3. I'm going to try to see if I can pull that.
Yeah. So Inglourious Bastards 1. Number 2. Do you know what movies? I'll say number 2 because can I put a series of movies? The Bourne movies, Jason Bourne. Do you know those movies?
Yes.
The Bourne Identity and so forth.
Here we go really quickly as well.
For so much gruesome graphic violence, why not let us imagine it's so much fun, Jan.
He's so weird, but
Yeah.
he's
He's off his rocker.
He's being
I don't
honest.
even think he's on drugs, or at least
no,
nowadays.
he's not. He's a movie fanatic. But okay, so number 2, the Bourne series with Jason Bourne. Matt Damon plays Jason Bourne. He's it's kind of like a James Bond-esque, but it's like more modern day and different. Number 3, do you know No Country for Old Men?
That's the one I haven't watched yet. But
Amazing, dude. Because
why is it? What's the best part about it?
I can't spoil anything for you. I like movies and TV shows where.
So is that a murder mystery? Not a murder mystery. That's not
No, it's more
realistic
it's
drama,
like a
gritty
realistic
drama.
thriller. The type of movies and TV shows I like is where it's not necessarily a protagonist versus antagonist. I like when there's a lot of gray characters, people who are morally gray.
That's the fun stuff.
You
like
don't
House of
because
Cards.
they're not
Yeah.
predictable. You don't know how they're going to behave. You don't know the ending. You don't know who's going to like turn to one side or the other. So No Country for Old Men, the ending is completely something you would not expect. So
Ooh.
I really liked that. It's a movie that takes place in Texas, and it follows this like psychopath who's really, really well done. Javier Bardem plays him.
Yeah, you did one of the Bond villains too.
Right. So basically, a drug deal goes wrong, and someone takes off with the money. So this psychopath, Javier Bardem, tries to track down the guy who took.
Who's the other like the main guy?
Josh Brolin.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was in. He plays.
He's
Thanos.
in this new. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, he's in this new Knives Out movie.
Yes. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like this sketchy priest.
Yeah. He went on. Where did he go on? Joe Rogan. I just listened to him. He
Oh.
went on Joe Rogan.
Oh, cool.
But yeah. So really good movie. You got to check it out.
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it.
Did you have one more on your list, or was that everything?
So I said Django. Number 5.
Inglorious.
Yeah.
You said Bourne. You said this one. So one more.
Jeez, dude.
Well, you said one more was Inglorious. So just throw in anyone.
I don't know.
If you can find a good one, I'll give you a reward. A special reward. It doesn't have to be like one for each genre.
I can't think of one right now.
I've got a really good. Yeah, it is hard when people are like, "What's your favorite movie?" I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I like TV shows too. Probably more. Yeah, I don't know. You have to come back to
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Well, I'll help you out. Ready? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Prisoners. That's like, that might be Fringe 10 for me. Oh. It is a really good movie. It's a really good movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh. Thank you for that. Because through some like mental crossroads, Batman, Dark Knight is number 5.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Because you know what? Do you know how I got to that? Because the Riddler is in Prisoners, and I thought of Batman's. Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats. Here's a reward for you. Now
Guinness is amazing.
Here's another quick fire. Let's see how long it's going to take you to down a Guinness.
On the pod? I normally put it into a glass, dude.
Oh, well, you could throw it in there, but that's probably not all going to fit.
No.
It's dripping like crazy.
I'll do this for Ben. Ben loves when I chug a Guinness.
Well, let's just show the people your real self, you know? All right, guys, sorry I made a spill, so we cleaned it up. We're back. We're going to see how many seconds Shane can do a Guinness in. Once again, this is just for fun. If you don't like drinking.
It's fun because we just talked about being 28, not doing what college kids do. Screw it.
And your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, just under 10 seconds. Wow. Nicely done. I once saw you put what's
it was in a glass.
What's the bigger version of this? I saw you
No, it was this version.
I saw you do 2 in like 2 minutes once.
Really?
Yeah. So ready? I can't drink or I can't chug to save my life, right?
My palate after that.
Yeah. Probably for a good reason. So I'm going to do it, make fun of myself. I'm going to try not get bitter on my shirt. So do I take like a deep breath or whatever? It's literally going to take me 20 seconds or more.
Okay.
Ready?
Hold on. Ready?
Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go. No way. I was going to say you're done right now. Come on, dude. Here we go. A little bit more. Boom. 18 seconds is not bad. Guys, Guinness is like pretty heavy beer. It's not like a Bud Light or something. All right, I'm 28 and I just did that. What did I get? 10 seconds?
You got 10. I did 18. I probably had like one more.
If you beat me, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
You can't handle a lot of things when I'm, more talented or more skilled. This is a random thing. What was the actual reason why the Civil War was fought? Did I slur my words? I'm not even...
No. Do you want to know the funny answer? States' rights.
Well, I thought it was slavery. Everyone thinks it's slavery, but it's not.
It is slavery. Okay. It's 2 reasons, actually. It's weak leadership, and it's slavery. And the best...
Further explain.
Yeah, the best way to describe why the Civil War happened when it happened, we had a slew of really bad presidents before Abraham Lincoln. We had what's his name? What's his name?
Oh, this is bad according to the next question that's coming up.
No. I got this. Give me a second.
Should I give you a hint?
Who was before Franklin Pierce?
Oh, jeez.
Millard Fillmore.
Jeez.
Is it Millard Fillmore?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a couple really bad presidents. Millard Fillmore was. Then we had Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce was from New Hampshire, so he represents us. He's one of the worst presidents we've ever had. He passed one of the worst laws in American history, the Kansas-Nebraska Act.
I've heard of that.
Basically, before slavery, there was a couple laws that said, hey, if your state is above this line in the middle of the country, you will abolish slavery. Any states below that, you can have slavery. And so it was called like some compromise of 1850 or something. So that was long-standing for a while. Franklin Pierce came in. We just made Kansas and Nebraska states. They were territories before that. And what happened was he was like, okay, I'm going to leave it up to Kansas and Nebraska to decide for themselves if they're going to allow slavery. You know what that turned into?
What?
A bloodbath. Pro-slavery people funneled in, abolitionists funneled in, and they started killing each other.
Yeah.
And Franklin Pierce did nothing to stop that.
Wow.
So,
And how many people died in this?
they called it
Civil War?
Bleeding Kansas. Oh, you're talking about the Civil War? A ton.
Yeah, it was a lot.
A lot of people.
Was that the most Americans that lost in a war? Most Americans that died in a war.
Might be World War II.
Well, actually,
Yeah, 700,000.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Because 400,000 died in World War II.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Dude, 700,000.
So I wanted to just ask, because like the reason why I bring this up is that you hear like slavery mentioned, like it's died down a little bit, but like a couple years ago it was like pretty ramped up.
Yeah.
And I'm not even addressing the whole thing about like, oh, America's on stolen land, because every country is that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like conquering. And,
We took it from the natives. That's how it started.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everything was good.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the whole? One was one of the massacres, like Wounded Knee.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst like
in
massacres, right, in
Dakota,
America.
right? South Dakota.
Sure. But you're like a big history guy that people wouldn't think. Like you're not just a shallow. Person,
yeah. People think I'm a
No,
shallow.
if you guys have watched the 9/11 podcast, you know Shane's not shallow. I mean, he refused to go over just to cover the conspiracy theories, not even agree with them. But also, I honestly do think, bro. Once again, I think the one I did with Joe was actually solid.
It was fire. I listened.
Oh, you actually listened?
Yeah.
Man, this guy would have stuck.
Ben thinks I don't support this channel.
No, you do. You didn't listen to the Winans one yet, which is one of the best
because
ones.
that's going to be amazing. So I need to plan time to listen to the whole thing.
That was like so good where I'm like, he went and just took the episode, and that's what I want to be able to be better at. Like I like talking and whatever, but like I'm not gonna discount myself or whatever, but it's cool when I can have someone in and they just start going. Like, who doesn't want to have like guests like that?
Yeah. Winans is an awesome dude. I love that guy.
Yeah.
We go golfing maybe once or twice a year.
Right, and he was, like I said, Shane was at in my high school for a year, and he actually did
I played.
you played for him.
Yeah.
But
back to the thing. I just wanted to, because I didn't fully answer the question.
yeah, I was going to.
The reason the Civil War started, weak leadership with presidents. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was a big one. They would call it, like historians would call it, like kicking the can down the road. The issue of slavery and the South seceding, it was inevitable at one point in time. So it was just a matter of when it took place, and that gets you to one of the probably the worst president in American history, James Buchanan.
Ooh, really quickly, top 5 bad U.S. presidents.
The worst ever.
Precedents.
James Buchanan.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I want to hold that for one quick sec. One other thing I really wanted to add in quickly was regarding the Civil War. So the one thing I'm just kind of probably missing with this, was it a noble war where it's like, oh, the North is actually like saying, hey, you guys shouldn't have slaves, and this is so atrocious and such a violation of human rights, like we're gonna fight for dominance over this area. I thought also the South wanted to secede from the North, right? So is that the second underlying term, or is that at the same equal level? Because everyone looks at the South and like, oh, the slave fields and stuff like that, movies like The Color Purple and all that stuff.
And that's
12 Years a Slave.
That's a very interesting thing you bring up, because when Abraham Lincoln got inaugurated to his first term, he said in his opening statements, I'm not going to take the slaves away from the South. He said that. And they still seceded. And then once they seceded, then, he passed the amendment and the Emancipation Proclamation. But my whole point is, like, he wasn't originally going to take he wasn't going to fully abolish slavery. So the South, they seceded on their own. And their whole thing was like, our economy is going to fail because we rely so heavily on slavery. and
Yeah.
the cotton fields and all that stuff. So it's the worst thing in American history. That or 9/11. Those two. I'd say slavery is 1, 9/11's 2.
Like I just said, Shane, I wanted to add 2 more quick things with the slavery stuff. So, one, if people didn't know, I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to come across that way, but like, so George Washington had slaves.
He did. So did Jefferson. And Jefferson slept with his slaves, and he did.
Whoa! You're just gonna glaze over that real quick and move on?
What?
I just thought that was a crazy way to. I wasn't expecting that.
You don't know that? He slept with his slaves.
This was who?
He had
again?
kids with his slaves.
This was Washington.
Thomas Jefferson
Oh shit!
had kids with his slaves and did not free
What
them.
was his view of slaves? Like just bad, I assume. Like very.
He was pro-slavery.
Damn.
But it sucks. He was pro-slavery, which is disgusting and the worst thing to be ever. But also he made some of the greatest decisions in American history. Louisiana Purchase.
Right.
Right? So it's very but you have to look at the lens of time.
Shane, America's founded on racists and bigots.
I don't know how to defend that. I honestly don't, because it was terrible. It's the worst thing that's happened to our country, that whole issue. But
I would also say though, like, don't you think out of all the countries in the world, like America is doing, besides the CIA and intelligence agencies and like the manipulating and doing coups in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, like, isn't America kind of the most progressive country in the world? It has to be,
today,
right?
100% today.
Who else would be? Britain, France,
Yeah,
maybe?
some countries in Europe.
Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know. Also, one other thing, I don't know if you know this, but like, so people like Candace Owens, I don't know if Tucker goes about this, but people mention this narrative of how parts of slavery, I'm not going to say all of it because I don't want to be obviously insensitive, and it's terrible. And I think any normal American would be like, yeah, slavery's effing awful.
Yeah.
Some people were saying that well, Candace would say, like, she would go on the 80-20 issue, she jumps on the, the 80% side and be like, oh, well, all of Africa or all of the slave trade in Africa was blacks selling blacks. I know that happened, but they're basically the narrative of how, like, oh, white people are the slave owners and stuff. I'm like, well, that was happening, and white people do have this weird controlling complex in the world. But sorry to not get to the point. What I'm trying to say is that some people are making the case that, like, hey, it's almost like a 2/3, like it was blacks actually selling blacks to other white people. Where do you fall on that? I know it's hard to like bring that up like just off the cuff, but that you do see that going around sometimes. Like, so once again, Candace, even Charlie Kirk was very much, I could take time to pull it up, but we don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to ever like view a person as property. It's like, I don't care if like it was white people like selling white people. Like, I don't think it's okay in any situation.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's fucking awful, dude.
Yeah. And I just don't know how people can't stress enough. Like, obviously this stuff is terrible, but also many, many other countries are terribly awful. Also, once again, we look at like there are a lot of like people in Europe that are whites, but then think about it, like Italians when they were in America in the, I don't know the timeline, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like weren't Italians like pretty heavily discriminated against, right? Like the mobs and stuff, like Italian people in
the
New York or
Japanese internment camps. That's a stain on America.
Yeah.
During World War II, we put Japanese citizens in internment camps.
Yeah.
And I get it, we're at war with their country, but that was a terrible thing we did.
Yeah, and I'm not. It's like it's awkward. It's like it's so awkwardly atrocious that it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to react to it. So I just wanted to bring that up because you see that once in a while. I'm just like, what would be, like, what's a good? I don't know what's the nuanced perspective to have about that, because once again, I don't. Here and there, I'll reference one or two things about like Charlie Kirk, whatever, but it's just too much of a polarizing issue, and it's too depressing for me still. It's still like fresh in my mind where like people would be like, oh, well, no, they just jump on this issue like, hey, you can be nuanced about this thing, and be like, nope, all of all of the slave half the slave trade was from, once again, other Africans selling, lesser not tribes, but other people groups to the whites and making money off of it. I'm like, yeah, it happened, but I'm like, I'm not going to use that as an argument to be like, oh, see, it wasn't just white people. Like, nah, white people were like, had their heads up their ass about that.
Yeah.
Like, it was, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's tough, dude.
Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up. Once again, I don't know a lot about the Civil War. Maybe sometime I could go into it. But like I said, I still have a couple more down the rabbit holes that are still on the docket.
Yeah.
Well, one or two more things before we go to a couple current news things I thought we could chat about. So I did cut you off about this earlier. Do you think you could try to do the 47 presidents right now?
I could give a good attempt. I think.
Well, you had a Guinness, so we'll give you. Let's see if you can name. So there's 47 presidents, right?
Yep.
Let's see if you can do 40.
Okay. I'll try and do them in order.
Oh no, you don't have to go.
No, because that's the way I think about them. All right.
All right.
George Washington.
Yep.
John Adams. Thomas Jefferson. James Madison. James Monroe. John Quincy Adams. Andrew Jackson. Do you have it there? Do you see it?
I'm counting it.
Just pull it up so make sure I'm right.
Damn, that Guinness did a number.
Presidents in order.
Okay, give me 2 more seconds.
And I said Andrew Jackson. 7.
You're 7 for 7 right now.
Okay. Martin Van Buren.
Yep. 8.
John Tyler.
Yep.
Is that correct?
You're not. Yeah. Should I say something if you skip over one?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. That's terrible of me. What am I doing?
I could name like maybe 10. No, I could name more than 10.
I skipped over the shortest term president, William Henry Harrison.
9, 10.
So I got Tyler.
Yep.
Zachary Taylor.
No.
James K. Polk.
Yep, and then Taylor. So
And then
that's
Zachary Taylor.
11, 12.
Millard Fillmore.
13. Mentioned him earlier.
Yes. Franklin Pierce.
14.
James Buchanan.
15.
Abraham Lincoln.
16.
Andrew Johnson.
17.
Ulysses Grant.
Wow, 18. This is going to be something, man.
Rutherford B. Hayes. Most controversial.
19. Are you going by like their actual timelines in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I know Rutherford B. Hayes was the most controversial election
19?
in history. They did a bunch of recounts. After Hayes...
I'll chug a Guinness if you get all of these.
Really?
I will. I don't want to.
Shake on it. Oh, that was a weak shake, dude. He doesn't think I'll get him. Okay. After Hayes, we had Andrew Garfield.
Yep.
After Garfield, Chester B. Arthur.
Yep.
Grover,
21, sorry.
Grover Cleveland.
22.
Ben Harrison.
23.
Grover Cleveland again.
24.
After Cleveland, we had... Oh, I know this. Oh, what's his name? William McKinley.
Oh, boy. 25.
Then McKinley got assassinated, so we had Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, here's when it gets easy, right?
Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt. Taft.
27 or 26, 27, sorry.
Taft, and then it was Woodrow Wilson because, yep.
28.
And then after Wilson, we had Harding.
29.
And then we had Calvin Coolidge because Harding.
30. Oh, my God. This is not looking good.
Harding died during his presidency. Coolidge, after
30. Yep.
After Coolidge, we had the Great Depression, the Hoover Dam. Hoover.
31.
Herbert Hoover. And then we moved into FDR. One of the best presidents
Franklin D.
ever.
Roosevelt. 32.
Franklin D. Roosevelt. And then Harry.
Now it's I could get the rest
yes,
from here.
and then it's Harry Truman.
Fudge.
Eisenhower.
34.
Kennedy.
35.
Then
you're going to look really smart on this.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Wow.
after Lyndon B. Johnson, we had Nixon.
Nixon. Oh, I don't want to chug this.
And then Nixon resigned because of the Watergate scandal. So then we had Henry Ford.
Yep, so that's like 36, 37, 38 with Ford.
Ford. After Ford, we had Jimmy Carter,
Jeez.
who was president during my parents' time. Apparently, he screwed up badly because like the gas prices were super high, and like
Was he a...
and the hostages in Iran, was it? He didn't.
I don't know much about that, but I
Yeah.
hear it on podcasts. People mention that. Yeah.
No, he completely effed up her.
That's like kind of the start of this foreign policy problems over there, right?
He effed up her economy.
Do you know about the Beirut bombings that happened
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
I'm trying to stall.
Yeah, get that beer ready.
Yeah.
So
So Jimmy Carter's 39.
Yep. And then
Damn, you're going to look really, really intelligent.
Reagan.
Yep. Number 40.
And then sometimes I get this part confused.
Ooh, good.
Sometimes I get this part confused. Reagan, it wasn't the first.
It's not as complicated as you think. I don't...
Well, it's either Clinton or the first Bush.
You have to pick 50-50.
I know. I think it's the first Bush.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
41.
so it's-
This is crazy. I'm very impressed.
The first Bush.
I can't believe...
And then it was.
Are you sure you didn't look at these beforehand?
No, I know this. Then it was Clinton.
42.
And then after Clinton, we had the next Bush.
43.
Then we had
George Bush.
Obama.
George 9/11 Bush.
Obama. Then Donald J. Trump.
Yep.
And then Biden. Joseph Biden.
45, 46.
And then the current president, Donald Trump. Get to chugging.
Oh, jeez.
I told you I actually know this stuff.
Guys, I was hoping... I knew he was going to get a good amount of them, but... Jeez. Here we go.
Let's go, dude. Come on. Respect right there. That's good stuff.
Well,
That's respect right there. All right, but also that being said, I know a lot.
jeez.
I know a lot about presidents. Ben knows a lot more about like modern day people who hold office.
Oh,
like,
stop it.
No, you do. You know, like the FBI director. He knows the.
Patel, Bongino. I couldn't...
He knows the secondary. You know all the CIA guys.
I know a couple, dude. Think about it. If I could... If I
You know,
tried to-
you know Trump's cabinet. I don't know most of Trump's cabinet.
Well, no, you know. Like Kristi Noem, that's like head of Homeland. David, our friend, met her at a wedding.
Really?
She had her whole security detail. Like, he didn't know who she was. But I'm like, oh, like, this is probably a politician or
When was
something.
this?
Just this last summer. So, yeah, I don't know. Kristi Noem, Tulsi Gabbard's the director of national intelligence. That's someone that was put in after. Sorry, guys, a little rough on the mic. Doing the best I can. She's the director of national intelligence, and then you got Cash and Dan Bongino, which are, Cash is the head guy, deputy director. Pam Bondi, she's the attorney general. She has a guy underneath him, the deputy attorney general, Todd Blanche. He's got a little stuff with
Who was the attorney general before her?
Oh,
Because he's the guy that passed away the Epstein files, and he's like,
oh shoot!
he's like, that was a suicide. No one questioned it.
Oh my goodness!
Did you know about that?
Yeah, I don't. Deputy.
The attorney general
No, just attorney. Yeah, attorney.
before the current one right now.
I'm gonna remember as soon as it comes up. Matt Gaetz, I had. Who was before him? No.
It's
Oh, he withdrew. Oh, Bill Barr.
Bill Barr.
Yeah.
So he was involved with Epstein.
Well, so yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this in the and down the rabbit hole. Scott's probably going to do Epstein with me because he actually knows a little bit. Once again, with Epstein, Shane, I'm just like I'm almost like scared to do it because I feel like there's just so many proxy things, and you kind of need to understand like the money stuff. But then at the same time, nobody still knows why Les Wexner gave Epstein power of attorney for the $170 million. All that stuff. But yeah, I know a couple stuff in Trump's cabinet, and once again, I'm trying to do this because I just want to be aware of things. It's not like I know what to do or if I have any influence, but I'm like, should learn a little bit. And as you know, and as I've talked about on here through Bunker Boys and a couple other things, like we're trying to learn, dude. We're trying to learn, like, how does the world work through basic politics, and it's weird seeing, like I've told you this off camera many times. It's like politics is getting a little too exciting. You know what I mean? Where it's like it should be boring. It should be talking about healthcare and all this stuff and blah blah blah.
That's what happens when your leaders don't have the interests of the American people at heart.
Right.
They have the interest of the billionaires and the top donors at heart.
Mm.
Like think of the people in power, dude. Some of these idiots. Like who's the head of CBS? Barry Weiss.
Oh, you mean Barry Weiss now has her own thing, the Free Press. She just got $200 million for it.
Bill Ackman, hedge fund manager, one of the top donators to Israel on his own. Like stuff like that, where it's like, we really have good leadership in our country.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're back. Really quickly, we're about to go into some of the current event stuff that I wanted to cover with Shane. But really quickly, before we get there, I wanted to talk about this in the beginning of the podcast, but you are a big Juice WRLD and a hip-hop fan, and we've never really talked about music on this podcast. So before we get into that, I know we're a little bit all over the place, guys, but I really wanted to talk about Juice WRLD. So if you follow the podcast, like everyone kind of knows I'm boring. I either like worship music or the 1975 or like some metalcore stuff. You've actually broadened your horizons. Like you were a punk guy for the longest time. You got me into this band, The Story, so far. You really got a liking for Bring Me the Horizon for the longest time. But you've really been probably one of the biggest Juice WRLD fans I know. And when I was in high school and I was saying, Shane, what's this rap song? Like, dude, it's Juice WRLD. Come on. How do you not know who Juice WRLD is? And so I know he's probably, if you look at your top artists, you'd probably say, if I could guess, I would say Juice WRLD. I'd throw Bring Me in there probably at 5, right? Who else would I say? Well, Travis, obviously. Yep. Travis Scott, because you love autotune. But and then Blink, and then probably one more, right? I'm probably pretty close.
But Travis was. We'll finish your question, then I'll get into it.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't really a good question. Huh?
No, that's a good question. But I was gonna say, Travis Scott was my earliest sort of musical figure that I gravitated towards. Because I remember in high school, back when my car didn't have like a USB or something.
Right, before you got the when you went to Boomers and got a new.
Yeah, before that,
right.
I had
Dude, a while ago.
I had a CD drive. So
hell yeah,
my
dude.
older brother Luke.
Did you like CDs, by the
way? Yeah.
Dude, those are cool. You got the album artwork. CD player. You got the lyrics.
Yeah, I had it all.
Did you ever rock a Walkman when you were like 5?
Not a Walkman, but I had a CD player. But I
had an iPod Nano. I could steal Mariah's purple one. That's where I.
Oh, those are fire. The ones where you'd.
And then there was one time Mariah's like, "Why did you listen to The Diary of Jane 47 times, Ben?" Because I would listen to it when I was like mowing the lawn. I'm like, dude, this like Breaking Benjamin stuff is sick. And it went on from that. So
okay, so Travis Scott. So my older brother burned 2 albums of Travis Scott onto a CD player, and I'd play them to high school.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I knew people that did that too.
Yeah, so he Rodeo, which was like Travis Scott's first like studio album. He had mixtapes before that.
And really quickly, shout out to your brother Luke. Your brother Luke is a DJ. And talk about someone.
He's very.
Dude, I would love to have Luke on the podcast. If he watches this, I'm intimidated because I know that he knows his.
He knows
his shit, for lack of a better word. He could talk probably punk to rap to hip hop. Does he do any reggae even?
Like he knows his spectrum of musical interest is so broad. Like he understands it all. He doesn't like country, but I'd say everything else he likes.
Really, he wouldn't like Morgan.
No. He doesn't like country.
He's not bumping Tate McRae either?
He likes...
We covered some Tate McRae.
He likes Turnstile, episode. Tyler, the Creator, Travis Scott. Even some metal, dude. What was the metal band he liked? Well, Turnstile's fringe metal, right?
They're hardcore, yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
But he
Whatever,
he
but
likes
same.
a bunch of stuff. Okay, but back to my point.
The reason, guys, why I was bringing up basically the rap stuff is that I've never talked about rap on this podcast. You got everyone from, from Jay-Z to Kendrick Lamar to Drake to then you got like NBA Youngboy to A Boogie with a Hoodie to, ASAP Ferg, all these different guys. Out of all these rappers, I always kind of gravitated toward Juice. I didn't know about rap or about, like, my intro to Juice WRLD was through all my close friends that listen to rap, which once again, you, Greg, shout out to John Lapa. We're all big Juice WRLD fans. I'm like, this is interesting because, like, Juice WRLD was obviously, like, he had heavy songs. Like, I don't know the Juice WRLD catalog. You do. I even thought about for the longest time, like, what if I did like another sub-series of the podcast called, like, I don't know, album alterations, where we go through a whole artist's catalog.
Oh yeah.
And like say, hey, this is the highlights of the albums. These are the lows. You rank each album.
Oh, I would do that for Juice.
Yeah, I'd have to lock in and listen to everything. But once again, not being able to ask a simple effing question. Give us the background of Juice WRLD, and a guy that dies at 21.
21.
Yeah.
In December. I think 2 days before my birthday.
Anyways, you were a guy that, like, Ben, try to listen to some rap. Like, really try to get out of your...
So Juice WRLD's sort of stardom was, like, very, very different. He became popular in 2018 when he was 17 years old.
I think 2016 is when
he's still in high school.
Yeah.
He was like our age. He was still in high school. And he starts on SoundCloud. He's from Chicago. Like a terrible city for crime, unfortunately. But he
still is, I think.
Yeah, so he's getting started with music. Like a label found him. He releases his debut album, and I'm like, a couple of my Milford friends were like, you should check this out. And two of the songs were actually what
was the first song?
Two of my least favorite songs now, but at the time they were really good. Lucid Dreams, which is like and All Girls Are the Same.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Juice hated Lucid Dreams, right? He
hates it because he's done it so it has the most listens out of any of his songs, and it's like it's kind of the lyrics are the guys. The thing you have to get past with Juice is like a lot of his lyrics can be perceived as cringy, but like they're real. He was having those emotions. Obviously, he like killed himself with drugs, but his early stuff is what I like gravitated towards. So and I liked him for his like.
Did you do albums?
He
first?
Wasn't like traditional rap. He like threw in. He would do a melody and then he would come back to bars, stuff like that. So I really liked that because he knew how to cross those together and like make it sound amazing.
So did he come? Sorry. When he was doing SoundCloud, was he was doing EPs or singles first?
EPs.
Or when did he come out with his? How many albums does Juice have?
This is his
Goodbye and Good Riddance.
That's his debut album. So, but Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same. Those were released on SoundCloud first, but then
what label picked him up?
Bibby's label, I forget what it's called. It's like a subsidiary of Interscope. I forget what it's called. It's a Chicago label.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But so he gets picked up by them. He releases this album, Goodbye and Good Riddance. People obviously like, oh shit, this guy's talented. Like very talented.
Well, I don't know. So I don't really quickly. Sorry to cut you off. I don't know rap, right? But I know when a Juice WRLD song comes on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to figure out why. You mentioned this earlier too, which is funny. Like, I do like some emo music and whatever, but like when you listen to a Juice WRLD song, like he was once again, I don't want to talk. I say I don't want to talk out of place as I do, right? But Juice WRLD was like pretty open about feelings, mental health, and you're a pretty upbeat guy, and like you liked everything about Juice, but you're like. If you listen to some of Juice's lyrics, they're heartbreaking, man. They're
heavy.
They're tough, and we'll get to like the end of Juice WRLD in a sec. But like, it was interesting for me because I feel like in the later albums, like what's the album that Wishing Well is on?
His posthumous albums.
No, the last one where he was alive, where Wishing Wells is on the album.
That was a post.
It was okay.
Post death.
Okay, well, we'll get to that really quickly. But I was just, when I would listen to it...
Death Race for Love was his last album before he died.
Whoa! Okay, really quickly.
And that's my favorite album. That's my favorite album, by the way.
Oh. Can we go through his albums real quick?
Yeah.
Like I said, well, maybe we'll do in a separate episode where we'll start doing like music breakdowns and stuff. But go to the first release to the last.
The first release, Goodbye and Good Riddance. That's what Lucid Dreams and All Girls Are the Same are on. There's a couple others I really like on there, like I'm Still, and Candles are some of my favorites. Okay. So he released that when the label picked him up.
This is like 2018.
This is 2017, 2018, when he was super young. I think still in high school or like a year out of high school.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Really quickly, like
to be that successful.
How many rappers were doing it that young?
Not many.
Not
dude.
many, right?
Not many.
Even Eminem, Jay-Z, like
it takes a while
Biggie,
to find
Tupac.
your like sound. And
Tupac was pretty young.
And like replicate it on multiple albums. And
who was producing his albums?
He did that. Do you hear all like the things where he would go into a studio, first take, he would come out with a banger? That's 100% true.
Right.
That's 100% true.
We won't pull it up, guys, but something like, once again, if you like rap and hip hop, like this guy, when he would go on Tim Westwood or
he freestyle for an hour straight.
Literally an hour. And this is when they throw is it Sway in the Morning that does the 5 Fingers of Death, or they throw like 4 or 5, 6 to 7 beats at you and you have to go off the dome.
I think the most impressive one was he went on this like Fire Freestyle channel and they throw out words to you and you like rap, you rap to the theme of that, whatever word that is. And he did it so effortlessly. It's like
really quickly as well. What's I'm trying to think of what the name is. Was he going on like the album Cyphers? Like what's it called? Like the
the Freshman Cyphers?
Yeah. Was he on that?
He wasn't on that. And there was a reason behind that.
Was he just like good enough?
He's on drugs or whatever, but
So anyways, a cool thing too about Juice WRLD, from once again, this is a guy like on the outside, I want to be respectful to the real fans and whatever, but this dude, like, he was open about what he was going through, and he also was cool. Like, he had like some hard songs. Like, I think of like his hardest song, like I think his hardest song is Syphilis, but like I'm sure
that's like a grungy like
yeah, but not that, like, some people would say he was sad boy, but like he wasn't like, he was very much himself though. Like, he wasn't like, oh, I'm this hard like gangster rapper.
But that's the thing, he was sad.
He was very comfortable in his own skin.
He was sad boy, but he had enough swag to make it work. Like, if you just come out and you're singing sad songs all the time, it doesn't work most of the time.
What other rappers like?
But he invented this sound, and they broadly call it emo rap. I don't agree with that. I think it's more like it's its own thing.
I'm trying to think.
I swear to God, people say like XXXTentacion was like that. I think like that's kind of true. At the same time, it's not.
Well, at least Juice wasn't beating his girlfriend. Juice's girlfriend was a piece of.
An ex got murdered. He didn't kill himself.
Yeah, it's tough. But these guys, I feel like, dude, like these dudes just don't, like 21 and you go.
It sucks, dude.
And his whole thing, correct me if I'm wrong, like, so the FBI, like, was it the FBI or police, like, found his, like, they knew he was landing and they were meeting him at the airport, and then he didn't.
The pilot called the feds on him.
Really?
Because he had a load of drugs.
He basically swallowed it all.
He was going back to his home city of Chicago from L.A. He had all his friends on board, and we'll never know the reason why he swallowed like allegedly 20 pills. Like, who does that, you know? So something was going on, but
I wanted to say this really quickly too. So I'm trying to think of the name of this rapper. I don't know if it's Ghostface or like he also was known for, or Ghost Main. I don't know of his name, but I'm trying to think of some of the other guys that were like emo rap. But he was a white guy. He's a white guy that had a lot of tattoos. I think he's still alive to this day. Geez, it's gonna.
Is it a group or is it?
No, it's a guy, like a white rapper.
Post Malone.
No, Lil Peep. I don't know what. Sorry, dude. I was thinking about Lil Peep. Like, he's known as an emo rapper too, right? Like, when it comes to when like you're different, like where do you fall, like do you listen to, oh, I only listen to West Coast or East Coast, or like, because you're not really listening to the old guys like Biggie, Tupac. I don't even hear, you don't bump Kanye. Well, that's not a good example, but
yeah. Well,
what's the fact with that? Because like I feel like when it comes to rappers these days, like, isn't it a little up in the air? Like sometimes they're not respectful of the guys that came before them and helped pave the way. Is that a bad take?
I don't think it's a bad take. I think the biggest issue is the genre is constantly changing, and I actually think, like, maybe I'm just jaded, but I think rap in the last 5 years has not been as good as previous. Like, I think it's been awful, honestly.
Ooh. You don't like you followed a little bit of the Kendrick Drake beef.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Kendrick guy.
Yeah, you're really not big on Drake or Kendrick.
He's so good lyrically, but I sometimes gravitate more towards like how you sound, and when you mix it with my sister's FaceTiming me, whatever. Sound and how you like mix it with your vibe and like how you present the lyrics, as opposed to just like, I don't like the guys really who just kind of like spit, as they call it, spit on the mic.
So they have to have more emotion
because you got to be able to change your voice in different ways and like make it sound good.
Well, I feel like Juice does honestly a lot of
that's why I like
singing.
him.
Like he does
I like singing. I'm a country guy, like
yeah.
Like I don't like just like the bare bones rap where it's like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, you don't like mumble rap.
Right. Unless it sounds good. We have to leave in 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yeah. So
we're not going to have time for current news then. Okay, that's fine. So with Juice WRLD, is he considered like a pioneer in the emo rap?
Space
genre?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like what were his like spiritual? What were his like influences and stuff?
He
don't know why I said spiritual.
He said he had a bunch of influences. None of them really make sense. He said Travis Scott. He said Eminem. He said Jay-Z. He said Kanye. But the thing with Juice, the part I don't agree with is like, whenever a rapper dies, you don't release too much posthumous music.
Right.
And Juice WRLD had his label released 3 posthumous albums. One of them was really good.
Well, just think about that.
But
period.
I'm
3 albums. Period.
Right.
Posthumous.
Right.
Whoever does that, like,
well, it happened to X too. But my point is, you don't do that because it puts a stain on the reputation of like the discography of the artist. I think so. I also obviously there's fans that will like whatever he puts out, and that's me. But at the same time, like, if he was alive, would he be like, "Oh, this is a scrap. I don't really want this getting released." I don't like.
Was he a perfectionist?
I don't like when other people are deciding that. So, I've listened to all of the albums that came out after his death, but I don't necessarily agree with the presentation and the thought behind it, because the label's just trying to make fucking money, and that's all it is.
So who has the rights to say what goes or what doesn't?
His label. And his mom.
Who was his producer?
He had multiple.
You say that guy Bibby?
Bibby wasn't a producer. He owns the label. And
how does the majority of his fans?
I forget the name of the label, but it's a subsidiary of Interscope. And Interscope's like a massive, massive label. And people don't understand. People forget to realize that, like, when you sign to a label, like, the contracts are pretty rigid. They like basically own everything that you put out.
Have you been hearing about some of the stuff that's been happening with Spotify and how they're kind of screwing over bands? Mm-hmm. It's interesting. A band I love that you've heard about, Holding Absence, is that there's now AI bands that were like, literally, it says in their description, just inspired by Holding, Dayseeker, Sleep Token, or whatever. Yeah. And they're all very much like you know, the fact that you can do AI music and whatever is absolutely insane and crazy. So I know we're kind of running out of time here, but I wanted to really quickly, I wanted to get your Eminem take, because I know we talked about this kind of, or we referenced it a couple names earlier. You know, Kendrick, Drake, Jay-Z, all these guys. Who is in your top 5 overall? Well, actually, before that, really quickly, give us your Eminem take, and then we'll end on like top 5 rappers and top 5 Juice songs.
Eminem, I see the appeal to him, but at the same time, like, that's not my style of music. Like, there's a couple songs that like get me fired up, like Till I Collapse. If you don't like Till I Collapse, then like you don't like true rap. Like, that's an amazing song, but like the rest of his stuff, it's just like Eminem, he thrives on like matching to the beat and like spitting like super fast, and like, you know, and like what's it when you do like a double entendre? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Yeah,
so
it means like
he does stuff like that. I get the appeal.
Doesn't Travis have a triple entendre? Doesn't he have a?
I bet it's like a stupid one though. Like he didn't even mean to do it.
Probably because he was high.
He's always high.
So overall, is Eminem overrated?
I don't think he's overrated because I get the appeal. It's just not my style.
Because you don't see a lot of black rappers that are rapping like him, right? Like, who's actually fast rappers? Like
Tech Nine, who Greg loves.
Yeah. Well,
do you know Tech Nine?
I know of him. Yeah. Well,
Greg.
What about? I mean, would JID be up in there?
Yeah, J. Cole's in there.
Oh, J. Cole. I totally forgot.
Kendrick's in there.
Greg would be mad at me if I didn't mention J. Cole. But J. Cole's also he's like a lone wolf type of thing. He does his own thing.
Right. Yeah, no, Eminem's different. He's definitely in like one of the greatest rappers ever. Just I don't necessarily listen to him all that much.
Okay. And so do you so he's just like it makes sense why. Well, he was just so different and unique, and that's why. But when it comes to like lasting music, like he'll always have the big hits, but yeah, I guess it's kind of a little bit of a hot take, right? Because
Yeah.
But also like rap back then, and when did he start? Like, was it early 90s or mid 90s? I forget.
Good.
I actually never watched 8 Mile. I always see it like on TV and different things and stuff, but I never know how to I never fully watch it and stuff. So
Eminem's I think he started in the late 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought, because Eminem's 50 now. And
and he has a couple songs with Juice. And Juice's bars
is that Monster one of them?
Godzilla,
right.
which is an amazing song. I love that song.
Yeah, I remember because he's in I remember he's like in a kitchen.
I'll listen to that on the way over to where we're going next.
Yeah.
I love that song.
So, cool, man. I wish we could have gotten to current events. But let's end with top 5 rap, or top 5 Juice WRLD songs, and then top 5 rappers, and we'll cut it.
Okay, top 5 Juice WRLD songs ever, like on anything.
Well, we're gonna have to add. This is good because now that we've talked about this, I'm gonna start album altercations, and we'll do it the next year.
You can't
coming in 2026 album.
You can't ask me to go in order for Juice WRLD because I love it so much. So I'll do my top 5 not in order. So Robbery's on there.
She told me put my heart in the bag and nobody gets hurt.
That's
Sorry,
good
that's
shit.
probably...
No, Ben loves that one too. It's amazing.
I'm not fast, but I'm making it worse.
I can't sing.
Now
so
I'm running from a love. Sorry. Hopefully that was slightly on key. Well, I don't care. All right, 4 more. Starting to fall apart, guys. Guinness caught up to me.
Actually, so there's a song Jet Lag he does with Future. It's on his collab album with Future. That's on there 100%. Oh my god, that song is so good. I'm gonna play that too on the way over.
Nice.
Okay, that's 2. 3. I think 3, 4, and 5 will definitely be more Death Race for Love songs. Fast is
Thank you.
Fast is in there.
I love Fast.
That's like
I've been running fast.
that's like an
fast,
anthem,
fast.
dude. Like for anyone.
Pick me up and give me your gas. Yeah. Two more.
So still in the vein of Death Race for Love.
There's this one song I'm thinking of where he does a feature, but the feature is incredible.
You know what? Like this is gonna surprise people, I think, but he has a song called Emotions. Have you heard that one?
No. See, you know all the deep cuts.
Yeah. So that's
and you know all the unreleased
That's
stuff.
an under the radar song. I'm trying to think how it goes. It's like going through emotions, bloody emotions, devil emoji. You know that one for sure. Here, I'll play it right now for the mic.
Oh, we got to get going.
I know, but people got to hear this.
Yeah. It's too good, right?
It's too good to pass up. You definitely know this one.
Oh, right, yeah.
This one.
Right, cool.
Because he does that part, and then he goes into, like, spitting a couple bars.
Okay. All right, what's
and then number 5.
You know what I would...
Should I do a posthumous one?
You know what I want? A deep cut juice one. That
Actually,
I
no.
love?
Armed and Dangerous. That's like,
Oh, yeah.
Because I always think about this. I'm like, if in another world, if I was like a UFC fighter, which never would happen, but if it was, that would be my walkout song.
Yeah.
100%. Armed and Dangerous.
And shout out to Confide. I just love it. LAX to the shot.
Wait, that's an unreleased.
Yeah.
You know that.
From YouTube. So,
all right, and that's it,
guys. This has been The Last House of the Left. Merry Christmas. This is coming out at some point then. Happy 28th birthday to Shane. Album Altercations coming in the new year. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you next time. And sorry we didn't get to the current news and whatever. I'll do that for probably the last podcast of the year. Peace.
Peace out.